It was probably a multi-year journey reading all the Arbinger books and stuff. Uh, the biggest, I had been contemplating the idea that ever being angry with somebody else was a failure and was not it could be understandable, but it wasn't truly justifiable. I'd been kind of toying with that idea for
What do
like
you
it'd
think?
been proposed to me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I
You and
remember
other
reading,
delusions or whatever Terry Warner's title of his article was. Like, where do you land on that now?
well, and yeah, I remember even reading Terry Warner's Bonds That Make Us Free, and there's that line in there. Oh, dude, it was like getting punched in the guts. Like I don't, in literature, probably three or four times I've read something that just was so palpably heavy that I couldn't keep reading. I was like, okay, so I know you like try, and you're like, nope, can't move past it, right? Anyway, the line in Terry Warner's book that did that one to me was, "We're angry with others not because of their mistreatment of us, but because of our mistreatment of them."
Yeah.
And at this point, I had interacted with that line or with that concept enough that I could understand how that might be true in some cases. But the question that came to my mind is like, is that like a universal? Is that a universal truth? Let anger's never justified. And I have to say, like, because I know that like people are listening to this, it sounds like the most insane concept ever. Like the idea that anger's never justified. I have to put like a caveat in it for other people that I'm like, okay, it might be really understandable, but it doesn't serve you, and it doesn't have any value. Anyway, so yeah, over like the course of probably 5+ years, that became a question that I like to some degree put to bed, and at least in my own construction of my own values, which I don't live always, but if I'm being honest with myself, it is like what I believe, right? Uh, it became a valuable thing that, yeah, hating anybody in some ways, I experience it as a failure. And you made me think of it with that Kierkegaard, like the Christian, what do you call it? The Christian
Commitment.
commitment. Yeah, the Christian commitment to love others.
Yeah, that
And
it doesn't give exceptions.
right.
It says love love your neighbor as yourself. Like it's
But
it doesn't say except for the following people. It doesn't say that.
yeah. But what's interesting is I have committed to anger in significant ways in my life. Sometimes I've committed to it for years and in deep, profound ways towards people in my life, right? I have never angered my way to peace or happiness.